Hello guys, Jake Bomb 45 here bringing you tonight's Monday Night Raw review. Tonight's Monday Night Raw really focused on CM Punk and basically his storyline, where it basically started out with Triple H, CM Punk, and Kevin Nash. And surprisingly, Kevin Nash came out with the NWO theme, and that's one of my favorite themes, and it was pretty good to hear it. NWO for the win. And it led to the match between CM Punk and Kevin Nash at Night of Champions. And then after that, it was a match between Randy Orton versus Dolph Ziggler. The match was really good. Nice pacing. Dolph Ziggler. See, I'm a fan of Dolph Ziggler, and I think he could be a great heel and a great, wrestling star in WWE. But the thing is, WWE needs to, management actually, and the creative team, they need to put him into more good matches like this and help his development even more so that later on he can become a really good world or WWE champion, because the guy has good wrestling skills and his mic skills are pretty good, and tonight he proves he can hold his own with the main eventers. It was a good match, and Randy Orton did a good performance as well. And then it was a segment between John Cena, Mark Henry, and Christian, and then Sheamus had entered the ring, and I forget that Mark Henry can speak really well, that he can have good mic skills when he wants to, and basically he was describing his victims list as the Hall of Pain, and I thought it was pretty funny. And I hope Night of Champions Mark Henry becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion, because he's been in the business for over 10 years, and I say he deserves it. And then it led to the main event, which was going to be a tag team match with John Cena and Sheamus versus Christian and Mark Henry. But I'll get into that a little later. And then it was a match between The Miz and CM Punk, and the match was starting off pretty good, and then it ended in disqualification when R-Truth came, and it shows the alliance between The Miz and R-Truth, and it shows me and I see a potential feud between R-Truth and The Miz versus Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne, or better known as what was their name called? Team Air Boom. Yes, Air Boom. There you go. Their team name was Air Boom. But they came in, they attacked CM Punk, and then Kevin Nash came in, hit him with a jackknife, and that's pretty much the end of that match. And then it was a tag team match, I believe, between Team Boom, Air Boom. I'm sorry. It should be called. Their team should be Sonic Boom or something. I don't know. Team Air Boom. I guess it's a decent name. And then they had a rematch between McGillicuddy and Otunga. It was a quick match, and probably just to get them out of the way and start a new storyline with the new tag team champions. And Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne won. And then they tried to cut a little promo with like Otunga and McGillicuddy with Jerry the King Lawler, because Jerry was always talking to how they weren't good tag team champions, and I don't know how that's going to affect this storyline. I hope it's not going to be like an announcers tag team match with Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. It would just be weird. And then there was what else? Oh yeah, a Zack Swagger versus Sin Cara match. Sin Cara won. I got to say, Rico plays a good Sin Cara. I mean, I like the original Sin Cara, but I know that Mystico, he was the original Sin Cara. He was pretty botchy, and ever since he came to WWE, he has been botchy. But Rico portrays a good Sin Cara. But then again, I feel bad that if WWE takes the Sin Cara character that Mystico created and they inspire Mystico and just make Rico the new Sin Cara, and basically just I just find that a little more disrespect, but who knows what's gonna happen. Sin Cara won, and this guy just gets like a huge crowd base, like louder than Randy Orton or John Cena sometimes. Like the crowd really loves Sin Cara, and with the whole thing with Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler, it's probably gonna be like a triple threat match between Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, and Alex Riley at Night of Champions. I probably predict that's gonna happen. And then it was a Divas match between Kelly Kelly and Nikki Bella. And surprisingly, Nikki Bella won this match. And honestly, I was surprised, because I would think that they was going to go more of, Kelly Kelly wins, and then they're going to have a fatal four-way at Night of Champions. But Nikki Bella won. And they did the twin magic thing, whatever. But, it was, the match was alright, I guess. It could have been better, but I'm guessing with the Divas match at Night of Champions might be a triple threat tornado tag, where three divas started, and then they have their respective members, and they can tag in and out, and whoever gets the pinfall becomes the new Divas champion. It might end up like that, but if it does, that'd be pretty cool, then interesting, and push into more development with the Divas division, because these kind of type of matches will help the Divas division, and people will respect the Divas division more instead of calling it a piss break or just a waste of time, how I call it, how it used to be for me. But we'll see next week how things develop. And then it was the main event match, John Cena and Sheamus versus Mark Henry and Kristen. Cena and Sheamus won. The tag team match was okay, but it would have been better if, I would say, for Mark Henry's sake, that he gets the pin off John Cena, because that would make Mark Henry, up higher up there in the main event charts, and then when he becomes world champion, it'll feel legit and whatnot. And but John Cena did the Attitude Adjustment on Kristen, and they won. And surprising ending. Triple H called CM Punk in his office, and CM Punk, was mocking Triple H like he always does. And then Triple H says that the board of directors canceled the match, and he made it so that it'd be Triple H versus CM Punk and Night of Champions. And I feel as though this is a little better, because CM Punk's always making fun of Triple H, disrespecting him, and that's how the story's going. And with Triple H, he's an okay wrestler. He's a good wrestler, and him being back in the ring, that will, kind of help him. Like if Triple H defeats CM Punk at Night of Champions, that would kind of like push Triple H more into this whole new regime type of thing. And who knows what's gonna happen in that match? Maybe a new clique. Shawn Michaels returning. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised. But tonight's Monday Night Raw. They had some really good matches. I'm really glad that they focused more on the CM Punk angle and not really with John Cena. And it was really a good surprise with that we didn't really get to see Alberto Del Rio at all. He's the WWE champion, and I thought it was pretty weird, but it'll probably sell on tomorrow's Super SmackDown show. Alright guys, comment below what you guys think about this show, my matches you like, your thoughts on the Triple H versus CM Punk match. Subscribe for great reviews and other videos. That would really help me. And like, rate, and whatever. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.